Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. In our last video, we defeated the Ciaran, and then Geralt and Triss had some alone time together in this elven bath place. So at the end of the last video, Vernon Roche found us, just like our personal stalker, I suppose. And I'm going to talk to him and Triss again, but I had a quest update. Several quest updates. So Rose of Remembrance completed. As the bandits were not enough, the ground beneath the Witcher and the sorceress's feet caved in. The ceilings of the underground room, eroded by time, gave in, and our heroes landed within. Beautiful bathhouse, elven built. However, Geralt was in no mood to admire the works of ancient masters and started looking for an exit. I mean, eventually he looked for an exit, not like right away. So Triss Merigold decided to accelerate the process by which Geralt will recover his memory. She wanted to use magic and needed a rose of remembrance for her spells. And I don't know if I made a very Witcher-like choice with Geralt. I know, like, you guys have mentioned that, like, Geralt and Yennefer, obviously I know from a little bit from the TV show, have this big, like, epic romance and whatnot. But, like, Yennefer's not here, so I have to go with my romance options available, and I like Triss. I mean, I like her. She's helpful and willing to, like, go find my, like, ex-girlfriend with me, or ex-lover, or however you would describe Yennefer. Not all girls would do that, I'm just saying. Okay, so anyways, Assassins of Kings had an update, duh. That was the whole point of opening my quest journal. So Geralt wanted to see the matter of the Kingslayer through to its end, a fact that Triss didn't like because she wanted to leave everything behind and go far, far away with her beloved to find Yennefer, his other beloved. Despite that, the sorceress decided to aid our hero in all decisions. She started preparing an infusion from the Rose of Remembrance and sent the Witcher to Zoltan. Didn't I say I was going to Zoltan? You may recall that the dwarf was in contact with the scoia'tael and could bring Geralt to Iorveth. I do. So now that I babbled for like 3 minutes, let's talk to Triss first. Oh, let me actually loot first. And I did the chest last time, which gave me a book that I already had. Oh yeah, let's ask about the tattoo again.
Listen, you know how...
I thought you...
Think it looks all right?
What's it?
All right.
There's...
Well.
Okay, I guess not. I'll have to figure that out. So let's talk to Vernon. I have the notes of a madman who claimed he'd been abducted by the Hunt.
I found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
You mean the burned-down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower.
Okay. I don't know why we had to tell Vernon that. But sure. So I already blew out the wall in the last video, so that makes us escape a little bit easier. Oh, the bodies are gone. But their loot remains. So that's something, right? Okay. So is that it? Do I just head back to town? You know, ever so slowly? Yeah, that's it. I head back to town. Okay, well, I'm going to head back to town very slowly because there isn't fast travel unless I'm still an idiot. And I will meet you there once I arrive, unless something exciting should happen, of course. And here we are back in Flotsam at the inn, and I'm going to quick save. I did take a minute to, well, not sell anything, but I just emptied my bags of the extra Witcher sword and extra gear that I've been carrying around since I made my upgrades. So let's go talk to Zoltan now. I need to find Iorveth.
Zoltan, I need to ask you a favor.
Shoot.
I heard you know the local scoia'tael.
You heard? Meaning some goat's arse in a helmet hollowed it out in the market square.
I need some way to get to this Iorveth.
You know, I don't want you thinking I'm all chummy with the scoia'tael. and Iorveth detests me. Why would you want to see him anyway?
He knows where the Kingslayer is.
Iorveth? And here I always thought him a common thug. All right, no reason to sit on our arses. Come on, you can tell me everything on the way.
Okay,
Lead
so
on, Zoltan.
hang on, Zoltan, don't run away yet. Let's see. Zoltan was a very helpful dwarf, a fact to which anyone he has helped to empty a cask of beer can attest. Geralt didn't have to repeat himself, and before you could say searching for squirrels in a forest smells of suicide, Zoltan and the Witcher marched to the scoia'tael meeting place.
Tell me, who said I have contacts with the scoia'tael?
Look, people!
Loredo.
Wonders and miracles!
That's why he wanted to hang you? For making deals with the squirrels?
What?
Touch
I
me.
met a few, yes, but made no fucking deals.
What about their leader?
They say Iorveth's mad, but the scoia'tael are at his beck and call. Sod knows what he wants.
Hope he'll tell me what it is.
Tell you what, of two evils, Loredo's the bigger prick.
Because he almost hanged you?
Because he stirs up the locals against non-humans. And there's word he's colluding with Kedwin.
What's his angle?
Greed! King Hensel would gladly annex more land and grant Loredo privileges. Come on, we've got a long way to go.
Okay, I just wanted to save. You know, when you stop, it kind of worries me, Zoltan, that you're broke. Come on.
We need to go deeper into the forest. I hope they didn't change the password.
You know their password? What are you playing at, Zoltan?
Geralt, come on! All right. The scoia'tael asked me to command a unit.
No wonder Loredo wanted you hanged.
They may have asked, but I didn't accept. This is it. I was due to meet them here.
I know. They're aiming arrows at us.
What? Geralt, I know full well you're always vigilant, but quit poking fun at me.
Give them the password.
What them?
Hurry up, they're edgy.
Kierkegaard!
Stop bawling. What do you want?
Countersign.
Heidegger. I asked you a question.
Take us to Iorveth.
Why?
If we wanted to speak with you, we wouldn't ask for your leader.
Iorveth won't talk with you.
You don't know that.
Leave while you're still able.
The two of you won't scare us off.
There are 4 more in that tree.
How do you know?
I can hear them breathing. One's sick or on Fistek.
How?
He's wheezing.
What? You elfin cock's gone soft?
We just want to talk to Iorveth.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where. We'll let Iorveth know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt. I know what those elven pricks have planned. Been there once.
What are you talking about?
That clearing is a monster's lair. Huge horse son with a shell on its back.
An Arachas in these parts? I thought that was impossible.
I don't know the shit's name, but it's terrifying. They sent us into a trap.
Tough. Let's go.
Okay, hang on. Before you go anywhere, I have things I need to look at. Geralt found the scoia'tael in the place indicated by Zoltan. He learned where to find Iorveth and was warned about a beast prowling the area. Of the two evils, Zoltan preferred to face a monster. It was certain the squirrels were preparing an ambush. Oh, ruined elven baths. I have a new entry. The inhabitants of Flotsam and its surroundings describe the nearby elven ruins in less than flattering terms. Why? Even without the baths, it was beautiful. They mostly limited themselves to a heap of stones, my lord. Don't be going there alone, or a necker will catch ye. Fair enough. And other similar phrases. I learned more when I bought Cedric a drink where bindweed and briar entwined splintered marble, buildings of captivating beauty had once stood. Today, only the ruins of the baths and elven statues remain, testifying to the past. Testifying to the past splendor of the place. Fair enough. Okay, any other updates that I should know about? Oh, Ciaran had served in Iorveth's unit as the Elven commander's adjutant, captured and imprisoned on the barge by Loredo's men. His position was unenviable, to say the least, yet he still demonstrated the pride and stubbornness so characteristic of the Enshade. And then Triss. Oh, my girl Triss. Let's see. Nobody was surprised that Triss knew Sheila de Tanseville. I read that already. So the sorceress's greatest desire was to be the one and only woman in Geralt's life and to forget about all the troubles and dangers they had recently experienced. Geralt was close to agreeing to her proposal, yet he knew that it would be impossible to lead a quiet life until he could clear his name. His decision saddened Triss, but the sorceress understood. I mean, I think she would totally understand. Ooh, the Kingslayer. The mysterious individual now had a name. It appeared that this Letho, whoever he might be, was playing his own game, one in which the scoia'tael had become an impediment, yet his ultimate objective remained a mystery to Geralt. And tricky Zoltan, it was not surprisingly that having encountered the aforementioned human spite and ungratefulness at every step, Zoltan sympathized with the Dwarven and Elven freedom fighters. He was balanced in his views, however, and valued loyalty to his friends above all else. So Arachas, is that what they said I'm going to face? Haven't I already faced that? Or did I just get the entry for it? Alchemy, and then... Oh, updates to the Wild Hunt. Yeah, one of the insane asylum patients claimed to have been abducted by the Wild Hunt. Yeah, we read that. Stories of the Wild Hunt do not appear in the Dwarven and Elven cultures. It is quite interesting, for the elder races must have faced the hunt long before humans did, as it seems the dwarves ignore everything on mutual terms, while the elves are mysteriously silent on that subject. According to the Nordlings, this was from the book that I skimmed and did never actually read. The Wild Hunt is a procession, or rather a cavalcade of skeletal horsemen. They rush across the sky on the bony remains of steeds. Clad in rusty remnants of armor, they wear jagged swords at their waists. Like comments, the Wild Hunt is an omen of war, which has been confirmed beyond all doubt. The spectral cavalcade ventures out in search of victims every year, but its harvest was never as rich as just before the last war with Nilfgaard, when over 20 souls went missing in Nilfgaard alone after the hunt passed through. Curiously, Elven and Dwarven legends make not the slightest mention of the Wild Hunt. Yeah. Okay, let's save. That was a lot of reading. All right, lead on, Zoltan. Oh. So we're being set up. We're going to kill a monster. Great. Let's get my grape shots out. At least that one doesn't set me on fire. Are we going to the same... No, I feel like this is a different part. A different part of the forest.
We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Iorveth.
Exactly. Any ideas?
I last fought an Arachas some time ago.
I never had the swiving pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
What are you... think me a limp prick?
Whoa, we're running in place. Okay. That was weird. So, following the conversation with... Oh, no, wait, we're down here. So... Okay, the forest monster was an Arachas, a creature so vile and dangerous that its description could cause ladies and the more sensitive young men to faint. Well, to a witcher, no creature is vile. It is either an either easy to kill or hard to kill. Unfortunately, the Arachas was one of the latter. A fact that the Witcher learned the hard way, so I have to kill the Arachas. Do I not just jump down? Okay, I can't jump down there. Pick that flower. I guess, Zoltan's coming with me? Let's save. What is our, what does it say about them? So what, they patiently wait for their prey to kill it with one swift strike. Okay, I don't know how to kill it, but...
This is the place the elves mentioned.
That thing approaching us is no elf.
I'll leave it to you, Geralt. Monsters are not my speciality.
Oh, might help if we get out our monster killing sword. Yeah, so much better. I'm actually doing damage. Ew. Alright, come on, let's get him out here so we don't get into problems. Come on. Let's get him out here so we don't have looting issues. Right? Can I loot? No? Oh, there we go.
A lovely show, Gwynblade. But tell me, was it worth it? An uneven fight and certain death await you anyway.
I could ask you the same thing.
What do you want, Vatgun? Speak quickly before I kill you both.
Let Zoltan go. Letho wants you dead. You're a murderer. Well, let's just tell him that Letho wants you dead and maybe he won't kill us.
Letho betrayed you. He wanted to make a deal with your comrade, Ciaran.
Ciaran ep Esnilin is dead. 2 weeks ago, his warriors were ambushed and killed. You should invent better lies, Gwynblade.
He's on the barge, wounded but alive. He turned Letho down, and his unit paid the ultimate price.
If you speak the truth, Letho will die. But words alone are not enough.
Okay, we'll do that one last. So there are non-humans living in Flotsam. What's your connection to the Kingslayer, and what are you really fighting for? Let's ask what he's fighting for first.
What's your angle, Iorveth?
You wouldn't understand.
Hiding in woods, killing berry pickers, eating roots.
We live by our own rules, doing what's necessary to attain our goal.
Yeah, and what is this goal?
What is your goal?
What's it to you, Geralt? Esseth Vatgun. You tell me to stuff it up my arse.
Not everything deserves that fate. My life now depends on your whim, so I'm curious.
Then listen well. The 2 dead kings were whoresons who damned their own children to stay in power. But in the East, there's someone truly deserving of a crown.
Who is that? Can you be more specific? I have questions that aren't on here. Well, what's your connection to the Kingslayer? That's one question at least.
So the hired assassin turned out to be a traitor.
It's his word against yours.
For now. Why do you trust him? Because he's a Dwan who agreed to do shady work for you?
He did what had to be done. He proved nobody's untouchable.
So there are non-humans living in Flotsam. I mean, that's a yes, obviously.
You attack and murder the people of Flotsam, forgetting that elves and dwarves live among them.
That's no life. They've been stripped of self-respect. forced to live and die by human laws. They're more Dwan than you, Geralt.
Okay, what will you do with Letho?
You still trust this assassin?
You may be lying.
If I'm lying, so did Ciaran.
We'll investigate it for his sake. We shall see how Letho reacts to your sensational news.
Where is he?
The ruins of Kelmawed. For some reason, he likes the place. My unit will cover us. Ready?
Why kill Foltest?
Why did you want Foltest dead?
He might have appeared charming, but in reality he allowed the elder races in Temeria to be oppressed. He was like old Dwan, but his death has more significance.
Let's go. I need to do something first. Well, I'm pretty sure I probably need to do something first.
Let's meet there. I have something to take care of first.
Vafael, Gwynblade. Just don't try any tricks.
Okay.
We came here together, we're leaving together.
No, Zoltan. Your presence might raise suspicions.
As you wish. Just don't get slaughtered.
Just don't get slaughtered. Well, now I can loot at least. I think I managed to loot the monster before it vanished, but we'll find out later. Pick flowers here. And then I'll read my quest update. Oop, there's more flowers over there. Wow, we're in the flower field with, you know, monsters and stuff. That made absolutely no sense, I'm aware. Okay, let's read my quest log update. It says... The Arachas was slain, but a more dangerous foe emerged from the forest. It turns out that Iorveth had been watching as the Witcher battled the beast. Intrigued by our hero's bravado, he even deigned not to have the intruder shot, as was his custom. This way, Geralt had a chance to discuss Letho's betrayal with the elf and was every bit as diplomatic as the situation allowed, and know that the situation did not allow much leeway, for the lives of Zoltan and Geralt hung by a thread throughout. Fortunately, the Witcher's information proved compelling enough that Iorveth not only heard them out, but also agreed to work with them. Alright, I was wandering around because I actually want to go back to town because I feel like this is like end of chapter kind of quest and I want to go shopping and talk to a few more people. Plus there was that one other woman that I still need to talk to that I keep forgetting to do. But I noticed that Iorveth's, I'm going to the wrong page again as usual, Iorveth's hideout is right here. And I thought that was very convenient. So Iorveth's hideout had a journal entry. Few had any knowledge of Iorveth's hideout near Flotsam. The scoia'tael leader used it as a command post from which to coordinate his unit's operations. The way there were dangerous as it was defended by more than elven swords and arrows, monsters inhabiting the surrounding forests were its natural guardians. Having a guide increased one's chances of reaching it alive, yet finding it did not necessarily mean that one would return safely. Upon entering the lion's den, one could only hope for its owner's favor, and not many Dwan could count on that. So, since we're here, and my quest is not telling me to go this way, I figure I can come in here and loot, and we can see if there's anything interesting in here. Robust cutlass. Looks like that's it here. And then got, I can jump down there. This looks reminiscent of all the stuff in the cutscene that we saw ages ago. Yeah, that's that. Okay, well, like I said, I want to try to head back to town. I just want to do one last sweep of all the merchants and buy anything that I think I might need. I'm not really sure, and I'm hesitant to buy everything because then all my money's gone. But I also had to talk to, there was a woman who I didn't run the full gambit with, and I feel like I need to go do that. And she's been on my to-do list for a while, and I need to get that done before we move on with these guys. So once I figure out how to get out of here, I will meet you back in town. And here we are back in town. I did take quite some time to go to, I think, most of the merchants and buy up a bunch of items. I didn't buy everything because, frankly, I can't afford everything. But I did buy a bunch of books and get a bunch of new entries that I wanted to go through real quickly. So I did not have anything new for locations. Characters, I imagine I have an update for, Kingslayer. Letho had indeed been working with the squirrels, doing their wet work for them. Geralt would soon learn the answer to many more questions. And then Iorveth's update says, the elf was certainly a dangerous individual. He was not, however, a bloodthirsty monster. Ever cautious and aware of the game he was playing, he jumped at the chance of testing Letho's loyalty, becoming Geralt's ally, at least temporarily. But then under monsters, I have an entry on Harpy now. Ooh. Some are repulsed by rot fiends, others cannot stand to hear of Bulvers. But I find Harpy's foul-tempered beasts with a penchant for thieving worst of all. Fortunately, the creatures prefer wild mountain areas, dense with rocky ledges upon which they can build their nests. However, they invariably establish themselves near human settlements for the simple reason that they would be hard-pressed to find anything worth stealing among animals. I thought I had one on rot fiends. Yeah, I bought hardened leather boots, diamond runes. I'm sure I'm going to regret that later, but we'll see. And then under culture, I had the Pontar Valley was new. If you have but a morsel of geographical knowledge, one glance at a map is enough to know why the Pontar Valley is strategically important. It is here that the borders of Temeria, Redania, Caedon, and Erdern meet. It is the valley that physically marks these frontiers. They say that he who controls the Pontar Valley controls the north, so it is no wonder that the cited realms have clashed here more than once. Blood is often mingled with the waters of the Pontar, though the reasons for this have varied. Wars waged by nobles in pursuit of political interests and merchants seeking trade privileges have been intermingled with riots and massacres, elven uprisings, and the revolt of frontier barons. All these have been garnished with the occasional peasant rebellion, an event that forces often quarreling factions to unite and crush plebeian mobs drunk on blood and carnage. As the reader will soon learn, this time the region would again bear witness to events both important and bloody. Yeah, I'm getting that. I think Melitele was new. Some of them got ticked off. Dol Blathana, no, maybe was new. I'm not sure. Scoia'tael was new. Ada was new. Then I've got the Vizima Rebellion. It talks about Jacques de Aldersberg. I'm not going to go through that right now. And then we have Vizima itself. So yeah, a bunch of new entries. I thought there were more, but let me just double check, because I thought there was one that was on rot fiends, but it doesn't give me a monster update. Oh well, either way, we're saving because that's all done. And here was the last vendor that I wanted to go to, but it's also the person I needed to talk to as well. I got distracted. I forget what quest I was doing, but I got distracted doing something else. And yeah, Anezka. And we were going to say, tell me what you know about this amulet, but let me trade real quickly. Okay, I did trade with her, so let's take a second and talk to her about this amulet.
What do you know about protective amulets?
I'm no sorceress, but I know a bit about magic. Why do you ask?
Take a look at this one. I have reason to believe there's something not quite right about it.
I'd say there's magic in it without a doubt.
I'd gladly buy it from you.
I wouldn't mind selling it. It must be precious to you. Take care. Well, I would mind selling it, so let's go with my only other option.
Why do you care about the amulet so much?
I collect antiques. They may be useless to others, but I see value in them.
I don't believe you. You want to buy a piece of metal just because it's old?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
A customer like me doesn't come along often, ... Well, let's try to convince her about something.
I'm a witcher. You don't want to lose a customer like me.
Huh. I suppose you've convinced me.
Let's get down to it then.
This isn't any old talisman. I'm almost certain it's Melitele's heart. It's a very powerful artifact. At least, it used to be.
It isn't anymore?
It was cursed, and the spell distorted its effect. It once protected those who wore it. Now it brings misery upon them.
Why do you want to buy it from me then?
I know a ritual that can restore its original power. Unfortunately, the necessary ingredients are extremely rare.
What do you need?
Essence of death, a troll's tongue, the eyes of an Arachas, and an Endrega's fetus.
I might be able to get you those.
Yeah, I'm interested in that ritual.
I want to know everything there is to know about this ritual.
Ask away.
Well, you just told me what the ingredients were. What is Melitele's heart?
Tell me more about Melitele's heart.
They say the talisman was made at the time of the conjunction of spheres. It gave those who wore it supernatural powers. Some didn't like that. The talisman was cursed by a dark force and lost its former power.
Can you perform the ritual?
Can you conduct the ritual?
You must find all the ingredients first.
All right, I get it.
Okay, all right, bye. So I need to go get all these ingredients. Is there no quest to go along with it? Oh, here we go. Get the tongue of a troll, the eye of Arachas, the fetus of Endrega, and the essence of death for Anezka. These ingredient list sounds very familiar about what one of you very kindly told me to save, which I did. So traveling can be educational. In Flotsam, Geralt learned that the talisman he had considered to be worthless actually had power and a name. Anezka could restore its abilities by performing a magical ritual. And okay, well, I'm going to go get all of these ingredients, and I will meet you back here once I have them. And I'm back with all of my ingredients. I only had to go back for 2, I guess. But let's quick save again. And I did have a quest update. Collecting fragments of monster corpses was quite normal for our hero. Geralt traveled the length and breadth of Flotsam and its surroundings and found all the ingredients. Even so, obtaining a troll's tongue was no simple task. Ugh. All right, Anezka.
Let's talk about the talisman.
You wish to...
The ritual.
I want to know...
Ask away.
Can you perform the ritual?
Can you conduct the ritual?
I see you have all the ingredients. If you make up your mind, come to the statue of Veopatis at midnight.
I've made up my mind.
All right, I'll be there.
Okay, so Geralt searching the surroundings of Flotsam. He gave the components to Anezka. The girl agreed to meet the Witcher at the altar of Veopatis in the middle of the forest. She said she'd be there every night, for she'd be able to perform the ritual, releasing the talisman's power only there, in the moonlight. Okay, so let me meditate, I suppose, to midnight? No, wait, she said to meet her at midnight, so let me do... just before midnight? Oh, well, she just left, so I should be able to catch her. And or follow her. All right, it looks like we have finally arrived, so let's quick save one last time and talk to her. Let's talk about the ritual.
Here at last.
I don't know many brave enough to venture into this forest, especially at night.
I do not fear the squirrels, and I have my methods for the monsters.
Interesting.
This place is full of mysteries that even witches can't imagine.
You're the main mystery right now.
Right?
Why do you need me? I don't know the ritual.
You'll find out once I begin performing it. Are you ready?
I hesitantly say yes.
Let's begin.
Prepare, Witcher. And now, watch this.
All right.
You must fight them! I need time to finish the ritual!
I
Wonder how
know.
many more will turn up.
Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh gosh, more, just keep coming. Oh gosh, you're a big one. Come on, why do I keep missing? She's standing right in front of me. Oh great, I gotta level up. Ugh.
Shit, you stink.
Oh, I gotta level up and that helped me, like, health-wise. That was useful. Lady, anytime you want to finish this will be great. Oh, I'm out of bombs. We'll try this bomb. It's like they become non-targetable. Yeah, this is not the fight that I expected to have right now. And they just keep coming. What is going on? This does not seem right. Something is broken. Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
I've done it!
Oh, thank God. Jeez Louise, Anezka, could you have taken any longer? Like, seriously, lady. That was an unnecessarily long fight. I don't even know how long that was. That took at least 3 tries because I thought I would just kill them once and that would be it. So hence the reason why I am so much better prepared with like potions and like oils and the right signs, and I thankfully leveled up in the perfect amount of time. So yeah, let's talk to this lady again. Let me save since all that's done. I don't want to do that again. So success.
Did you manage?
Melitele's heart has regained its former power. I can feel it.
I never thought you could conduct rituals of that sort.
Did you take me for a village witch who puts bread and cobwebs on wounds?
What you did is closer to sorcery.
Sorceresses, with all their learned books and schools of magic. What do they know? Magic, Witcher, is the heart beating fast, or the smell of wet, rotting wood. It upsets the underbelly and makes you weep and cry. It's the sigh that misses a field mouse nest. It's people coupling under the new moon till it hurts. It's blood spilled and sweet milk flowing. That is magic. I've experienced all that and seen everything. I can control it. I wouldn't trade places with any sorceress.
Okay.
I don't know if I understand you, but I sure admire you.
Take this talisman as a memento of our meeting.
But you really wanted it.
You helped me lift the curse from it, and asked nothing in return. Generosity is a rare virtue. Melitele's heart can once again bring luck. I think you will get more out of it than I will.
Thank you.
Come to me if you need anything. Better the devil you know.
Thanks. Can I... Was there like a place of power here the whole time? Oh, whoa. Seriously, what is going on?
Take that.
Just killed a bunch of wraiths. I really did need that as well.
Theopatis!
I'm not gonna hurt you, lady. I promise.
Theopatis!
Oh, no, Geralt, why are you putting the sword away? I would think she would help a little bit, but I guess not. Are you okay now? You make it back to town all right? That's so annoying. There was a place of power here the whole time. That would have been useful to, like, step in. Couple places of power, it looks like. Oh no, it's just loot. Okay, so I had an update on Melite's heart. They keep saying it. I'm saying it not the same way. Thanks to Anezka's abilities and Geralt's persistence, no doubt, the ritual was not interrupted and calmly came to an end. The talisman's power was awakened, and the witch gave the Witcher the powerful artifact named Melitele's heart. Future events would show how helpful was the amulet's protective aura. So do I have this amulet now? Well, I found it, but I can't wear it. So that's odd. Well, the only thing we have left is the Assassins of Kings, and that is where I need to meet Iorveth and confront the Kingslayer, whose name I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Letho, that's what it was. So I want to do that, but I'm going to do that next time because I have a feeling when I get there, it's going to be a whole long list of cutscenes and a boss fight, and we just don't have time to do it today. So I'm going to level up my character. I'll run down there so that we're all ready to go for next Tuesday. But yeah, that's the plan. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Tuesday with another new Witcher 2 video.